Hello students, good morning of class 8 students, and once again welcome to our lecture video class. Today I am going to discuss with you Civics chapter 3, Parliament and Lawmaking, this chapter. So students, in this chapter actually we are going to discuss with you about why people's participation is necessary, and the second point is parliament. That means what is parliament actually. From this chapter we came to know about the parliament and how law is making. Okay. So you can see here one picture, and we all are very much familiar with this picture. This is the picture of the parliament. So this is the actually outside of the parliaments of India. Next we will see the picture of inside of the parliament's picture. But first we start with the introduction. This is the picture of the parliament house, and the picture is very familiar to all of us. So I have already told that this picture we all are very familiar with this picture. But do we know about the working of the parliament? That means what type of working going inside of the parliament do we know? No, everybody don't know. So this part we will discuss in this chapter. We live in a country which has a huge population. So it is not possible for all the people to collectively take decisions to govern the country. Yes, actually our country have a huge population, so it is not possible that all the population, all the peoples gathered in one place and given their decisions and taken their decision or whatever. Okay, this is not possible. So every state have the government. So for this reason actually every state have the government, and that government under that government have huge he or she have the group of the workers, group of the people. They actually spread it throughout of the state, throughout of the country, inside of the country, throughout the district. In this way they are spread it, and our decision actually or by message send them that representatives. So all the peoples collectively take the decisions. This is not possible. Therefore, we elect our representatives. We take the decisions in our behalf. Okay. So for that reason only we choose the representatives, and through the election. Parliament is the assembly of elected representative. It is the supreme lawmaking. It is the supreme lawmaking body of our country. Yes, the parliament is the most important. The most important part of the country because it is the main law-making body of the country. It is the place where meetings are held and decisions are proposed and also finalized. Elections are held to elect the members of parliament. Members of parliament are known as MPs. Okay, so it is the place where meetings are held and decisions are proposed and finalized. Then elections are held to elect the members of parliament. As you have read, the parliament comprises the President of India. So this is very important line, that the parliament comprises, that means parliament consists President of India, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Now our next part is why people's participation is necessary. Why people should take part why people are take part in this system. Okay, so after the compressive British rule, where people hardly had any right, the framers of India Indian Constitution were convinced that people should be able to participate in the decision making process. So when Britishers are ruled our country, that time it was not possible that general people, common people, they given their decisions, they throw their decisions, opinion, whatever. But after the British Raj, okay, when it was totally destroyed, after that, when Indian Constitution has framed, it was written that everybody should given their decision. Universal adult franchise that gives all adult citizens, adult means those who were above the age of 18 years, the right to vote was the natural answer. People cast their votes during elections and choose their representatives. These representatives are called members of the parliament or MPs. Universal adult franchise gives political equality to all the people. So for that reason, we need to take participation in the decision making. Next, the parliament. Now what is parliament? Indian parliament or Sansad. So another name of parliament is Sansad, is the symbol of Indian democracy. So parliament is the main symbol that India is a democratic country. Together the president and two houses. How many houses are there? Two houses. So it is together with the president and the two houses of parliament. Bicameral legislature, Lok Sabha of the House of the People and Rajya Sabha, Council of the State. So what is the another name of Lok Sabha? That is House of People. And what is the another name of Rajya Sabha? Council of State. Two houses are Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. These are the two houses. Okay. They have another name also. Lok Sabha is known as House of People and Rajya Sabha is known as Council of States. Form the union legislature. So they both actually make the union legislature. Ours is a parliamentary form of government where authority comes from the consent of the people. People cast their votes to elect their representatives to the parliament. The political party that gets maximum seats in the parliament forms the government. So which political party gets the maximum seats of the parliament, they make the government. They forms the government. Now the parliament plays an important role in the controlling the government. So parliament actually, why it plays very important role? Because parliament making the law, and this is very much important when anyone run the government. If the government makes a mistake, then the representatives in the parliament can pass a vote of non-confidence and oust them from the office. Okay, so if any mistakes happen, then representative can take the decision, they can pass the vote and they can remove that person from the office. Now this is the pictures of inside of the parliament. Okay, this is Lok Sabha and this is the Rajya Sabha. We know that two houses are there. So inside of the parliament, this is the Lok Sabha, okay, and that is the Rajya Sabha. See, one difference I think you all be able to notice that Lok Sabha's total means the floor is the color is green and the Rajya Sabha's floor total color is red. Okay, you must keep it in your mind, this portion. Now this is the parliament. Now next we are going to discuss that power and functions of the parliament. This is very much important. So point 1, the main functions of the parliament is to make laws for the country. We know it makes laws on subjects mentioned in the union list and the residuary subject. So we know that it makes the laws, but there are some subject already mentioned in the union list, and as per that list only they can make the laws against that list. In special cases, the parliament is empowered to make the laws on subjects mentioned in the state list. So suppose in special cases, if parliament get the power, then it makes the laws for the state list also. Then the union parliament along with state legislature makes laws on subjects that are mentioned in the concurrent list. In case of difference of opinion, it is the will of the union parliament that prevails. Now, its next point is power to amend the constitution rests with the parliament, but in some cases rectification by majority of the states is essential. We know that rectification is very much important. When we do any type of mistakes, then we have to rectify that. Okay. So for that reason, rectification by majority of the state is essential. But here rectification meaning is given in your last page of this chapter. It means a signed agreement. Okay. Then the next point is, third point, parliament passes the budget of the government. Yes, we know that in the parliament there are so many arguments are going, and in this way they have made their budget. That means price list. Okay. And the last point is, parliament also has some unique judicial functions like the impeachment of the president or judges of the Supreme Court and the High Court, the proclamation of emergency by the president or an ordinance promulgated by the president during the recess of the parliament must be approved by the parliament. So what is the meaning of ordinance? Ordinance means an authoritative order or command, and promulgated means promote an idea or a cause. Okay, so the proclamation of the emergency by the president, actually when they got an idea or cause by the president during the recess of the parliament must be approved by the parliament. So these all are the powers and functions of the parliament. Now our next point is, how does the parliament work? So students, in this point and this part I will discuss with you in my next video class. Okay, till thank you and goodbye.